why not? I'm Iram Mirza, and in the next half hour, you will see every idea of Pakistan being torn apart. This is the Pakistan that never makes it to the screaming headlines, but is as real. Well, Pakistan through the eyes of the young and restless. On the show, a young fashion editor on being a Pakistani.
We're not trying hard. Fashion shows have been happening in Pakistan since the 80s.
A painter brushing off the hardliners.
I'm a controversial painter. I don't know why people think I'm a controversial painter.
And the young Pakistan singing a new tune.
Kuch shor macha, awaaz utha, kuch shor macha.
Fashion industry in Pakistan is a flourishing business with about 2 fashion weeks in Lahore itself. This is where I met Andalib Rana Farhan, the 32-year-old editor of a fashion magazine called Expose, and she told me how difficult it is to keep style in the times of suicide bombing. Fashion flashbulbs are on, bouts are glossed over, catwalks perfected. Pakistan seems quite poised to strut its stuff off to the world. With 2 fashion weeks in Karachi and Lahore every year now, Pakistan is shedding its veil to find its own fashion spot. The recently concluded Lahore Fashion Week had about 32 designers telling the world that their designer threads are not just the abayas and burkhas. A place where I met my dear friend Andalib Rana, an ex-model, a fashion journalist for 12 years and the editor of a fashion glossy called Expose in Pakistan. And dare you express your shock in front of her at the bare midriffs and low necklines during the runway rounds in Pakistan.
You know, it's funny when we have people coming down. We're not trying hard. Fashion shows have been happening in Pakistan since the 80s.
And there was more coming for having to doubt her fashion sensibility.
Sleeveless is not a big deal for me. I remember people asking me in India, oh, do you get carried away when you come abroad and you wear stuff like this, you know? And I'm like, dude.
And no, the Taliban is not haunting Pakistani fashion.
How we define Taliban, it's a whole different ball game. Taliban and fashion is, we're not defining Taliban. It's normal. And we had war journalists sitting next to us, you know, and it's upsetting because the guy had just come down from Waziristan and he was sitting right next to me and he's like, what do you call these hippie pants, you know? So it's unfair how news agencies across the world want to project Pakistan also.
So what could be the reason for this picture of a country with about 16 news channels, over 60 designers and more than 45 models?
People come to Pakistan for sob stories. You know, unfortunately, we have given them a lot of reason to think that way.
But with a bomb blowing off even at a high security zone like Marriott Hotel, isn't that justified? Andalib agrees that terror is not part of life.
Remember this, I think, transformer burst, or I don't know, some technical issue that happened in Karachi, the Fashion Pakistan weekend. We all ducked down. We all ducked down, and the next minute we were clapping for the next designer. So it's at times it's very ironic, you know. It's the government everyone has a problem with, you know, but at the same time we want to see democracy, one government completing its term. Honestly speaking, Mr. Zardari came into power because of the sympathy vote. I actually went to vote. I have never gone to vote in my life, you know. And after Benazir's assassination, we actually went and voted for Zardari. It is our doing, you know. But like I said, he's taken it for granted.
So was Benazir Bhutto's assassination a huge blow to the young Pakistani's voice?
We had high hopes with her because we really thought her act is sorted out. She was right there with the youngsters, with the judiciary, and that was like, wow, you know. I think 6:30 she passed away. 7:30, the whole city was burning. Karachi was burning. You know, it was really, really bad. I remember friends writing on Facebook, does anyone have cigarettes? Does anyone have bread, you know?
I asked Andaleep what's her biggest grouse with the Indian government is.
2611 was another partition between India and Pakistan. And, you know, the blame was, within 2 hours, the blame was thrown onto us.
But all it takes is a whiff of fond memories from Delhi and the grouses are forgotten.
I know so many people who, I say I'm from Pakistan and doors would open up in Delhi for me.
And it's this speck of hope and a spot of fashion that unites both me and Andaleep together.